Well, hello everyone and welcome. I'm Jennifer Keller and I am an executive company vice president with Park Lane. And I'm so excited to be here with you. One of my absolute favorite things about my business is helping new stylists get their businesses launched. And that's what we're doing tonight. And through, technology and all the things we can do, I get to launch several stylists at the same time. So please put in the comments who you are supporting tonight, who you are helping get their business off the ground. Put her name, make sure you comment so she knows you're watching. If you're catching the replay, no problem at all. Just type in replay so she knows. And we are going to go ahead and get started. Now, as I mentioned, these are launch parties tonight. So this is your new stylist debut into sharing Park Lane with her friends and her family. And we hope that you love it as much as we do. And as we're getting going here, a couple things you might think about to help your friend get her business going. There's really three things. So the first one is just by being here. That's why you commenting, you engaging, you watching the replay, all those things are going to just increase her confidence and make her feel so good that you were here. So please give her some love in the comments and let her know you're supporting her. The second thing is you may want to consider having a jewelry party for her. The only way our business continues is through word of mouth and meeting new people. And you are a way for her to connect and meet some people she doesn't know. Not to mention, you are going to get a ton of free jewelry just for doing so. So as I'm showing you the jewelry tonight, if you see that your wish list is getting too long, it happens. Just know that is one of the best things you can do. It's a win-win for both of you. Helps her meet new people, helps you get a lot of free jewelry. So that's the second thing. And the third thing is just to let her tell you a little bit about how Park Lane works. We don't advertise, so the only way women and some men hear about our business is through word of mouth. So if you are willing to let her just kind of practice on you, share a little bit about our business, that will just ramp up her learning curve that much faster. So with that, let's get started. So if you are new to Park Lane, type new in the comments. If you are already a fan, type fan. And whether you're a fan or a newbie, we want you to know one of our most favorite things about Park Lane is their customer sale. And the way their sale works is when you purchase 2 items at full price, you can get 4 items at half price. And the 2 at full price are always the least expensive. Now, I know it just does not happen like that in the real world, right? But think of it like this. Like, let's say you go to a department store and you buy your husband or your partner or your significant other 2 pairs of socks. And because you bought those socks, the next 4 things anywhere in the store are going to be half price for you. You want to go get a designer bag. You want to get a new pair of jeans. You want to get, some new shoes, half price, just because you bought those 2 pairs of socks. That's how our sale works. It's pretty amazing. So what I'd love for you to do is grab a piece of paper and a pen and start creating a wish list, because my goal is to show you as much jewelry as possible in the next 20-ish minutes, and you will forget what you liked. So write that down and then throw it in the comments too. I mean, your stylist, she is still building up her collection. She wants to know what her friends like. So as you're writing it down, just toss it in the comments so she can see that too. So let me show you some things that I like to call cart starters, sale unlockers, anything like 40-ish and under. So let's start with one of our new ones. This is called Indigo. And indigo is that heart shape. It's got the abalone with the blues, the purples, the greens. And do you know, because I think, these are a lovely gift for someone, that when you give jewelry as a gift, whenever that person wears that jewelry, they think of you. So jewelry is a fabulous gift. So if you like these, write that down. They're called Indigo. Another cart starter might be our Moana. These are actually the first pair of earrings I ever got with Park Lane. They are filigree. They're inspired by Kendra Scott. They come in gold, silver, and rose gold. And just like the indigo, both of these are $28 a pair. Like, this is a cart starter. This is a sale unlocker. So if you like that one, write it down. Another one might be some of our impression studs. These come in about 14 different colors. They are 3 carats of CZs. Aren't they beautiful? Those are $30 a pair. Some of them have matching necklaces. Some of them have matching bracelets. You could also go with a necklace. So these are all sale unlockers. So the pearl over here, I think that one might be our most expensive on here. And that one is $46. right? The little pearl. But Juliet, she comes in gold and silver. She's 30. Our icon necklace is, I believe, 34, I think. Can't even remember. 34 comes in different colors, black, white. Our Rue necklace comes in all the metals. Our impression necklace, those match the earrings I just showed you. That one's 34. So if you need help at the end finding something inexpensive so that you can get what you really, really want at half price, just let your stylist know. We are all about helping you get the best deal possible. Okay, let's show some new jewelry. We just came out with our Meadow Muse collection, and it is gorgeous. You are going to find so many things you love in this collection. This again is why you're going to want to have a party to get this free. But let's start with one of our matchy sets. So this one is called Olive. And what I love about Olive is you get two chains. So it has that abalone on the bottom, and then the top one has these little beads, and you can wear them together. You can separate them. If you are that matchy girl, you know, some of us are, some of us aren't. But here are the matching earrings, also called Olive. And if you don't want to be matchy, if you want to be more complimentary, you could do the earrings that I have on. These are called Monaco. I wear these all the time. And my favorite thing about Monaco is pairs. So here's the small and the large, and then I'm wearing the medium. So that kind of gives you some options. You know, if you have a big statement necklace on, maybe you want to go small with these. If you're wearing more of a delicate look, you could go bigger. So, you know, we're women, we like options for sure. Another one you could put with this is our new custard. And these are just some really interesting hoops. You know, designers say that we should have at least 5 pairs of hoops in our collection. And you probably do, right? Big, little, gold, silver. But Park Lane does a really good job of making their hoops just a little bit better. So these have that cream colored fabric with those gold grommets on the front. That is going to pair really nicely with our olive. So that one's going to look good. And then for bracelets, I'd probably do the ones I have on. These are called creme, and they are a party in a box because you get all 5 of them together. They're all a little bit different, and that's going to look great with our olive. Don't you think? Give me some hearts. Give me some love if you agree. Thumbs up, all the things. Now let's go to some silver. Are you a gold lover or a silver lover? Let me know. And then you might be a 2-timer, and that's okay. You know, you are allowed to mix your metals for sure. But this is one of my best sellers by far. And this one is called Electric. And with Electric, you get 2 chains. So you have the little teardrop crystal and then that paperclip chain below. And you can wear them together. You can separate them. I love to take this paperclip chain, this also comes in gold, and use that as a layering piece. So for example, I took one of our Viper necklaces. This is a snake chain. It comes in gold and silver. And many times I'll separate them and I'll wear the gold one with another necklace. Because I think if you just put a necklace on, you know, you might think, oh, that's a cute necklace. But when you add a layering piece, all of a sudden you're creating a look. And that's what you want to do with your jewelry, is create a look. So Electric is the 2 strands together. And then one of our new ones is called Evie. And Evie is a larger teardrop crystal. And you could put all these together. You know, once you start building your jewelry collection, you can definitely mix and match. So Evie is a larger teardrop that has those crystals. And then a longer one is our Eternal. Look how pretty this is with those quatrefoil crystals. Isn't that gorgeous? And especially if you're wearing a higher neck shirt like my little friend Mandy has on here, you could layer all 3 together. Or you can pick and choose. But that is some of our silver for you silver lovers. And then for earrings, you could do our Sequoia. This kind of keeps it casual. They're more of a statement earring. The bottom part does come off, so you could wear it with just a stud as well. So that's Sequoia. Another one is our Orbit. These are a modern kind of chunky hoop. These are only 42, so that one could be a cart starter. That would be cute, kind of keep it a little bit edgier if you wanted to. You could also play off the sparkles and do our Prism. Now, I'm going to show you this because you might see it on the little earring stand and think, well, that's okay. I guess that's nice. But let me show you how cute it is when you put these on, because the Prism has a little crystal in the front and then a larger crystal in the back. And until you actually try it on, you just can't even begin to see how cute this is. What do you think? Isn't that fun? It's just different. It just kind of adds that sparkle up by your face. I love it so much. So these are the prism. And then you could also do our new, where are you? Trend earrings. So these are kind of baby hoops and they have a little sparkle on them and they come in gold and silver. So any of those are going to play really nicely with that look. And then for bracelets, you could do a silver stack like this. So this one is Logan, if you're writing these down and you love it. Logan is all the sparkles. Jewel is the one that's inspired by the Cartier Love Bangle. It's oval, which makes it super comfortable. Embraceable is in the middle. This is a good one to stack with any arm party. It just kind of adds a little bit more oomph to it. This is our new Eden, and Eden has a little tiny cross with crystals on it right there. And then this one is our new Serena. And Serena has a bar of crystals. It's stretchy. So all of these are super comfortable. And you put them together and you have a fabulous silver stack. Do we love that? Let me know in the comments again if you love it. Okay, I'm going back to gold for just a second. And I want to talk about, actually, you know what? Let's go to pearls for a minute. Drop a P in the comments if you are a pearl girl. This is our Chantilly, and I love it. So many of us, not me, because I don't have pearls, but so many of us got pearls as like graduation gifts, wedding gifts. It's usually just a simple, beautiful strand. And what many of us do is we take it out and we look at it and we think, oh, that's beautiful. And we close that velvet box and we never wear it. But what designers are doing is making pearls a lot more versatile, just a lot more fun, honestly. And so with our Chantilly, you get 5 strands. But if you're thinking, oh, that might be a lot for me, you can take this apart. You can start with 1. That's what I would have done back in the day when I first started selling jewelry. 5 would have scared me. But the thing about jewelry, it's addicting. So once you start wearing it, you're going to be like, oh, maybe 1 more strand. Okay, today I'll do 3. And before you know it, you are the one wearing all 5, totally rocking that look. And I love it with the leather jacket with the black. To me, that's just kind of classy, edgy. So pretty. Now, a girlfriend of mine had this on lunch last week, and she wore it actually with a black leather jacket, and she added the silver orbit earrings, which again just kept it modern, kept it hip, kept it edgy. I love that. So that's 1. Or we also could do some pearls. So these right here are called Matinee. They're only $26 a pair. So that's a great sale unlocker. But my favorite are actually these, because very similar to the crystal ones I just put on, these are called Dovey. And you put the small one in front and you put the big one in the back. It's always hard to do this when you're live. Let me see if I can do it, because I want you to see it. So these Dovey ones, they come in gold, silver, and pearl. Is that not so cute? I just think it's so fun. They're inspired by Christian Dior. They're different. They balance the necklace because the earring's a little bit smaller, so it balances the necklace perfectly. I would write that down. I would put that on your list for sure. And then for bracelets, this is a new one called Noir. And Noir has pearls on one side, and then the other side is black beads. So what I recommend you do is grab a few of these as your half price and stack 3. I mean, does that not create an amazing look? I think so. So Chantilly, Noir, the earrings are called Dovey. So there's a couple pearl options for you. So as I put these back, tell me in the comments, what are you loving so far? What is on your wish list and how many things are on your wish list, right? There does not have to be a limit, but at the end, I'm going to ask you to circle or star your top 6 or 7. Because when you do that, I am betting that your stylist can get your favorite piece, your most expensive piece, for $35. So the wish list is important. Okay, let's move on to some hematite. So hematite is that dark gray gunmetal color, and this is our hazy necklace. And hazy is a single strand. It comes in gold and silver. those have been my best sellers for a couple seasons now, because the necklace on its own is strong enough to wear without anything else. It's great to pair with more statement earrings, but it's also one that you can layer. So this is our Hendrix, and Hendrix has the pave set crystals in that round pendant like that. Aren't those beautiful together? And again, for my matchy friends, you could do the matching earrings. Here they are, perfectly matched. Or if you don't want to be matchy, you could do our hazy hoops. These are, again, the little baby hoops that come in gold, silver, and now hematite. You could do our Wii earrings, O-U-I. What I love about Wii is you get 3 pairs. You get silver, gold, and hematite. So you kind of have options for all kinds of different looks. So that's one. And then for bracelets, you know, you could do a black and gold stack. I wore this to a event last Saturday. This was my total stack. And so I took 2 of our impression bracelets. These are 40 hand set C's. These, we're kind of known for these. This one is called Vibes, kind of brings that polished look with the crystal. The middle one is called Ivy, that also comes in white. This is inspired by Van Cleef. And then that same silver Serena bracelet I showed you also comes in gold. That was my entire stack. So classy, so beautiful, completely done. So that's one option. Another one, if you want, you know, like a non-thinking option, these are our Zoe earrings, Zoe bracelets. And with the Zoe, you get 10 of them. So it is a perfect stack. It mixes all your metals. And I have been told that if you mix your metals, it makes you appear more youthful. So there's an idea with Zoe. But what I love to do it is kind of take it apart. I mean, I'll wear them all together. But for example, my bracelets have a little bit of gold in them. So I would maybe take 3 of these and just add them to my stack and just kind of work them in so they aren't all together. And it just kind of adds a little bit more interest. So I think if you have them, you will use them in all of your arm parties, which I think would be so fun. So that is with our hematite. Okay, I thought I had one other one. Let me see if it's over here that I wanted to show you. Oh, this one. This is one of my favorites. So this one is called Ambrosia. And Ambrosia is a little beryl charm with a little butterfly. And when I wear this, kind of the same thing, like, oh, that's a cute necklace, but it's so much cuter if you add a, oops, let me see if I can grab this right here. If you add a layering piece. So I showed you the electric necklace in silver, and now I'm going to show you how I take the chain. Remember I showed you this one in silver and it had the teardrop crystal, but many times I will take just the paperclip chain and layer those together. And I just think that makes a much more fun look. So those are our Ambrosia. Now with Ambrosia, there's a whole bunch of fun earring options that I haven't shown you yet. These are called Tempo. They are great everyday earrings. They are light as a feather. You can't even tell you have them on. So that would be cute with the necklace set. You could also do our new, what are you called? Coralie. Now, Coralie is more of a statement, but it balances because the necklace is kind of delicate. So these, especially if you're going out on a date night or out with some girlfriends, these are compliment getting earrings for sure. So those are called Coralie. You could do our Luna. I think these are beautiful, very feminine. They have the fabric in the front with a little bit of crystals. Again, a little bit more dramatic. So you're keeping the focus up by your face, which is where we want it, by your face, not your waist, right? So Luna, ones that I will be wearing, I don't even know where I'm going. These are called Posy. No, Poppy. What are you called? Poppy. Look at these beautiful flowers. Like these are the earrings where you start with the earrings and then you go find the outfit to match the earrings and then you figure out where you're going to go. But imagine how many compliments you will get when you walk into that dinner, wedding, shower, graduation, Easter, Mother's Day. I mean, all the things with these poppy earrings. And I think too, this is why you want to have a jewelry party, because you might think, well, I just don't know how much I'd wear them. But when you have a party and you get a ton of jewelry free, then you're like, yeah, I think I'll add those in because I've got room. So the poppy earrings are beautiful. Let me see if there's anything else I have not shown you that I want to make sure I get to. I think the last thing is our bracelet stack. So this is our Lush bangle. It comes with pink baguette crystals, or purple baguette crystals. And in the middle, these three come together as a set and they're called stormy. So you can wear all these together as a stack. You can layer them with other things. You can separate them. So many different things you can do here. Okay. I think I've hit on just about all of my favorites. So let me tell you as we kind of wrap this up. If you are like most of our guests, you have probably seen a lot of jewelry that you like, and the best way to get it is free. So I mentioned at the beginning, having a party is the best thing that you can do to help your friend, your new stylist, get her business started, because you know people she doesn't know, and that would be a great way for her to start meeting some new people. And our average hostess right now is getting about $400 in free jewelry, plus half price items, plus bonus on top of that. So if you are willing to be one of her first party people, party hostesses, type party in the chat. That is going to make her feel so good. Or send her a message and let her know, because again, she will love and appreciate that so much. And the last thing I want to do is just tell you a little bit about Park Lane. I usually do this at the beginning, but quick backstory on me. I have been with Park Lane now for 5 years. I was with another jewelry company before this for 20 years. And when they closed, that's when I found Park Lane. And I'm so glad I did. This has been the most fun job I've ever had. I used to be a CPA. This is way more fun. And, because I've been doing this for 25 plus years, I have literally talked to probably thousands of people about our business. And for the sake of time, I'm not going to give you the whole thing, but I will tell you the 3 biggest questions I get. And then if you want more information, we do what we call free necklace night every Sunday night, or you can hop on Facebook and just watch me or another leader on our team share about Park Lane. And just for watching, you go into a drawing for a free necklace. Really easy. But the 3 biggest questions I always get is, 1, how much time does this take? Because we're busy, right? Like, type a B in the comments if you are one of the busy ones. We're all busy. And I will say it probably takes less time than you think. Like, I have been chatting with you all now for 22 minutes. I will be done in the next 3. So if you have 25 to 30 minutes to do a Facebook Live just like I'm doing, you can do this. You can work it around your full-time job, part-time job, little kids, big kids, traveling, volunteering, taking care of parents, all the things, because we have no quotas to sell our jewelry. And actually, one of the tools that our team offers is every Sunday night, one of us does a Facebook Live that you can use. So you don't even have to do the lives if you want. You can use the ones that are provided for you. Second question I get is, well, how much money can you make? And as a stylist, you make a 30% commission to start. And from that point, you can go all the way up to 50%, and you never go backwards. If you decide to build a team, that is a second stream of income that's optional, but you get paid infinitely deep on everybody on your team. If you have leadership experience in direct sales, Park Lane has a unique program where they recognize it, respect it. Many times will bring you in at a higher starting commission. So I don't know what that would look like for you, but if you fall into that category with experience, please let your stylist know so she can find out the details for you. And then the third question I get is, well, how much does it cost? And you're not going to believe this. Most of you pay more at Costco and Target on a weekly basis, but you can join Park Lane for $129 and get $500 in jewelry. And, my previous company, when I started, I paid $1,200 for a kit of jewelry that I didn't even get to pick out. So this is a great way to just dip your toes in and see if you like it. And I'll tell you, from doing this business with some of my friends, doing this business with a friend is awesome, because you get to learn together. We have leaders that train everybody. You get to write off your lunches. You have tax deductible accessories. It's a win-win. So I hope that piques your interest. If you want to come to our free necklace night, just drop an F in the comments or let your stylist know, because I'm sure she would love to get you that information. So with that, we're going to wrap it up. I have some final instructions. What I'd love for you to do is to take your wish list, circle your top 6 or 7 pieces, and message it, text it, however you want to do it, but get it to your stylist. She's going to take that list and do all the magic math. She will figure out what should be full price, half price, let you know if you've unlocked any bonuses, and send it back to you. It's a wish list. You can always make changes. And again, if you find that your wish list is longer than what you can afford, have a party. These are easy. This is a no-brainer to do that with her. All right. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We hope to see you again. We cannot wait to see what your favorite pieces are, and be sure to send that list over to your friend. Thanks, everyone. Bye.